Hello and welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Anne Nwawadu. Coming up on the program, President Muhammadu Buhari resumes duties after his weekend return from London. The president addresses the nation in a nationwide broadcast. And Abia oil producing community alleges neglect by the Niger Delta Development Commission. Welcome. The president has resumed work today after over 100 days on medical leave in London. But President Muhammadu Buhari only came to sign a letter informing the National Assembly that he will start work today. His special advisor on media and publicity, Mr. Femi Adesina, told State House correspondents that most of the president's work will still be done from home.
Yes, some few minutes past 11 a.m., the president signed the letter notifying the National Assembly of his resumption of duties. A copy to the President of the Senate and a copy to the Speaker, House of Representatives. So the President has resumed duties. It means that the President they voted into office, who has been serving them, and who was indisposed for some time and who came back on Saturday, is ready to continue with the work he has been doing. That broadcast was just one step of many steps that are going to be taken in the days and weeks and months ahead. So you can't expect that everything will be said in one day.
In the broadcast made earlier today, the president reaffirmed the right of every Nigerian to live and pursue their business in any part of the country without hindrance. It's the first public address to the nation after his return from a medical vacation in the United Kingdom. While criticizing what he described as divisive comments, especially on social media, President Buhari insisted that Nigeria's unity is not negotiable. He also charged the security forces not to rest on their laurels in the fight against terror.
After over 100 days away on medical vacation, President Muhammadu Buhari returns to the country to an enthusiastic reception. And soon enough, he settles down to the business of governance. His first broadcast to the nation less than 48 hours later is emphatic and straight to the point. He makes it clear that despite his physical absence, he remained abreast of events on the home front, including the unsavory ones.
In the course of my stay in the United Kingdom, I have been kept in daily touch with events at home. Nigerians are robust and lively in discussing their affairs. But I was distressed to notice that some of the comments, especially in the social media, have crossed our national red lines by daring to question our collective existence as a nation. This is a step too far.
He also addresses the divisive comments in no uncertain terms by reaffirming the unity and indivisibility of Nigeria.
Nigerians' unity is settled and not negotiable. We shall not allow irresponsible elements to start trouble, and when things get bad, they run away and saddle others with the responsibility of bringing back order, if necessary, with their blood. Every Nigerian has the right to live and pursue his business anywhere in Nigeria without let or hindrance.
While accepting that there are thorny issues that need to be addressed, the president points out that there are appropriate channels of dealing with them.
The National Assembly and the National Council of States are the legitimate and appropriate bodies for national discourse. The national consensus is that it is better to live together than to live apart.
National security ranks very high among the president's immediate priorities.
Terrorists and the criminals must be fought and destroyed relentlessly so that the majority of us can live in peace and safety. Therefore, we are going to reinforce and reinvigorate the fight not only against the elements of Boko Haram, which are attempting a new series of attacks on soft targets, kidnappings, farmers versus herdsmen clashes, in addition to ethnic violence fueled by political mischief makers. We shall tackle them all.
And of course, President Buhari does not fail to point the way forward.
Our collective interest now is to eschew petty differences and come together to face common challenges of economic security, political evolution and integration, as well as lasting peace among all Nigerians.
The nation's #1 citizen has had his say, and hopefully it should put to bed all the controversy, fuss and furore generated by his absence, now that he's back in the driving seat.
A public affairs analyst, Nick Idoko, has been analyzing the president's broadcast. He believes that important issues were raised in the speech, but fell short of expectations from Nigerians who wanted more information about his health status.
There were touchy issues that he needed to address. His illness, for instance. What does he suffer from? Nigerian leaders refuse to be statesmen, and they keep secrets that are not supposed to be secrets. What's the big deal about his illness? He's the president of the country. He is human. We all know that he can take ill, and he has been ill. So what is he suffering from? Nigerians ought to have known that. We deserve to know that. Secondly, is he really fit to continue to lead from the front? It was up to him to tell us his experience. He was in a British hospital for 103 days. The British people, if it was their leader, they would have disclosed some details, even apologized, to the population, for their leader being away for so long. But of course, you wouldn't have expected their leader to, go abroad for medical attention. It's also an indictment that we don't have good enough medical care here, or medical facilities to take care of our president. He mentioned a few issues like restructuring, for instance. Nigerians should live, in peace, that the unity of this country is non-negotiable, such things. If you're making such strong statements, then you should be able to tell us, how do we proceed? It's not just about saying, okay, live in peace, unity is non-negotiable. He said by himself that he followed events in Nigeria closely while he was away. So what were those key issues?
And talking about health issues, the Nigerian Medical Association wants the federal government to replicate the kind of medical facilities the president used in London right here in Nigeria. Members of the association have confidence that a major upgrade of the nation's health facilities to international standard will save the country the loss of revenue in medical tourism.
We are happy he is back. What was wrong by the president going outside? It's a fact that our hospitals are not optimally equipped with sophistication. I'm sure the president, after spending 100 days in London, he has first-hand experience of what we have been shouting. Equip, equip, upgrade our infrastructure, upgrade the hospitals. And that is why we are saying, based on his experience, they say experience is the best teacher. He should come and duplicate what he has seen in London, at least to take care of the masses.
Away from health matters, when news across Nigeria return to be going to Niger State to talk about the new plans to create a substation in the state. Please stay with us.